5 signs that you have experienced spiritual abuse. A lot of people who've experienced spiritual abuse don't even know that it happened to them. They just know that something feels off, whether it's about church, about God, or about themselves. Here are 5 signs that what you went through wasn't just a bad church experience. Spiritual abuse is when religious authority is used to control, shame, or harm you. And here's the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a cult. It can happen in ordinary churches, it can happen in Christian families, it can happen from well meaning people. I even know of a couple examples where it's happened in yoga studios or places like that. Spiritual abuse is when divine or religious authority is used to control, shame, or harm. So, 5 signs. Sign number 1, you couldn't question without being labeled. If asking questions got you called rebellious, divisive, or not walking in faith, that's a sign that you were dealing with spiritual abuse. Here's the thing, healthy faith actually welcomes and invites questions because healthy faith is part of a journey of spiritual maturity. Healthy faith welcomes questions, whereas abusive systems will punish questions. You will learn that curiosity was dangerous. Phrases like, touch not God's anointed, or you just need more faith, have been used to shut down legitimate concerns. And the message, your thinking is the problem, stop thinking. Sign number 2, your emotions were treated as sinful or demonic. Anger, sadness, doubt. Normal human emotions were labeled as a spirit of rebellion or lack of faith. And because of that, you learn to distrust your own inner world. As a therapist, I see the damage that this does. Emotions aren't demons, they're data. They're signals that something is going well or something isn't going well with us. Grief isn't a lack of faith, it's a natural response to loss. Anxiety isn't a spirit, it's the fear of an unknown. Depression isn't punishment, it's often anger turned inward. And I like to say, anger is usually something that is protecting other emotions that we might be feeling. If you were taught that feeling anything other than joy and peace meant something was spiritually wrong with you, then you might be dealing with sign number 2. Your emotions were treated as sinful or demonic. Sign number 3, leaving felt impossible or came with threats. You were told that leaving the church meant leaving God's blessing. Maybe you heard, touch not God's anointed when you raised concerns about leadership. Threats of curses, loss of salvation, family rejection, spiritual death. I have heard and seen these stories over and over again where pulpits and other places have said, you have left this household of faith, you are cursed, bad things are going to happen to you, you're going to get sick. I've heard these things over and over again. The community becomes a cage and not a home when this happens. And even thinking about leaving that community triggers guilt, fear, or panic. So that's sign number 3. Leaving feels impossible or comes with threats. Sign number 4, you perform belief instead of experiencing it. You learn to say the right things, to raise your hand at the right time, and to hide what you really felt. Faith became more of a mask and not a relationship. You knew the phrases and exactly what to say to feel spiritual, but inside there was emptiness, confusion, loneliness, and resentment. The performance was exhausting, but dropping the mask felt more dangerous to you. And because of that, real faith got buried under religious compliance. And finally, sign number 5, you still flinch at religious language, even years later. Certain songs, phrases, scriptural passages trigger anxiety or anger. Your body remembers what your mind tried to forget. Hearing that quote unquote God is in control can make you tense up. Worship music might bring tears and not the happy, joyful, or appreciative kind of tears. You can't read certain passages of scripture without your stomach tightening. This isn't weakness. What this is trauma stored within your nervous system. If any of this resonated with you, I want you to know 3 things. 1, you're not crazy because what happened to you was real. 2, you are not alone. Research shows that 27 to 33% of American adults have experienced some sort of spiritual trauma. That's close to 100 million people. And 3, healing is possible. I'm William Hempill. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I have a master's of divinity and have pastored churches over the years, which means I have been on all sides of experience in this. I've been a therapist working with people who've been hurt by faith for years. And because of that and my own experiences, this is very personal to me. If you're too wounded for church, but too faithful for purely secular spaces, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to keep making content for exactly where you are during this season. As we close, I want to just leave you with an engagement question. Which of these 5 signs hit closest to home for you? Drop it in the comments. You might be surprised at how many people share your experience. This is William Hempill, thanking you for joining us today. Take care and have a wonderful